Hello and welcome back. Today we will be discussing linear algebra and why I like it so much. I'm your host, me, as always, and if you'll notice, I've changed, well, if you're very observant, you'll notice that I've changed up the order of the titles for the videos. I may also experiment with releasing these videos at a different time of day each day, so things are still in the works. Anyway, let's get into it. Linear algebra. So, in recent videos, I feel like I've gone a little harder than I intended to with how much research and note-taking I've been doing with this series. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's certainly not my original intentions. I wanted this to be something more off the cuff, and so today we have the most extreme example of this, where I'm just going to recite a topic that I'm passionate about from memory, and we'll see if it turns out well. It might not. I don't know. But, I'm just feeling kind of lazy today, that's all. Am I not allowed to feel lazy? Okay. So, linear algebra, it's a topic near and dear to my heart. It is my favorite topic in math, and I think for good reason, too. And I am a beefy boy right now. Now, if you're not familiar with linear algebra, I'll describe it a little bit and talk about, of course, why I love it, but also why it matters, because the cool thing about math is that it matters. To varying degrees, but there are real-life applications. So, if you're anything like me, if you had a similar experience to math in high school, then you probably didn't really enjoy calculus that much, but maybe you were good at it. And then you get to linear algebra, and you're like, what? What is this? This isn't math. Because you've taken everything that you've done over the past few years in math, all of the calculus, all the integrals, all the derivatives, all the limits, and you're throwing all of that out and you're saying, okay, today we will learn how to multiply integers. And it's just like, what? You sure? Ooh, I need a bomb. And it's very jarring, right? Of course, it's not as though linear algebra is just about multiplying integers. That's just it's just me being a little facetious about it. Come on. Oh, wait. That works. Also, do I dare? Okay. Cool. Also, let's break these pots. Oh. So, linear algebra itself is the field of mathematics focusing on, linear transformations, but you typically know it as the subject that's about matrices and vectors and multiplying matrices. Whoa! Multiplying matrices and all that good stuff. Oh. Who's in here? It's another active item. Great. Wonderful. So, what is so cool about multiplying matrices and vectors and all that good stuff? Well, if that is really all that linear algebra was, I wouldn't be interested in it. Because that's kind of lame. That's kind of boring. And let's see. Caves, depths, womb, dark. Not dark. What's it called? Anyway, whatever. Linear algebra is a really neat intersection of mathematical topics, in my opinion, because it's like Oh, I kind of want those. Oh. It's... Hey, all right. That could be good. It's a wonderful combination, in my opinion, of... no, I can't take that. Of both, okay, practical application, as well as abstract theory. But it's theory that you can directly see very easily, which isn't always the case in math. What do I mean by this? I mean that in linear algebra, you can be talking about a matrix, and you can be talking about abstract properties of that matrix. And it's like, okay, sure, this matrix has a rank of n-1, whatever that means, but then you can actually compute an example that has those properties that you're talking about, again, these abstract properties of math, and see why these abstract properties matter and how they interact with various other properties or other algorithms. And it's just so cool, and it's also really practical because, as it turns out, linear algebra is like the field of math to focus on if you want to do things in parallel. That's kind of like a major feature of linear algebra, is that it's all about doing things in parallel. So, computers and GPUs are also often about parallelism. They benefit pretty greatly from it. So it's pretty practical to study, not just in terms of like, you know, it's a field of study, so it's worth studying because it could maybe one day be useful, but it is actually practical at times for any sort of computer simulation that you're doing. Oftentimes, you're going to need to do a lot of things in parallel. And again, parallel computation really lends itself to linear algebra. Of course, there's a lot to linear algebra. A lot more than... let's take it. A lot more than you might find in just one semester of it. Oh. Pretty fly. Tears up. Pretty good. And I don't think there's anything else, so we're continuing. And anyway, again, I just think it's real neat. And I'm gonna ramble about more specific things too, but for now, but trust me, I really like it. I really do. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Yeah, I'll blow this guy up. That was pretty good. Nope. Yes. All right, here we go. Oh, get out of me. Anyway, I find that having tutored students in linear algebra quite a lot, both friends and strangers, there are a variety of reasons why someone might not like linear algebra, and I want to acknowledge that first of all. Who is this? Justice. So I don't mean to suggest that it is like the perfect field of mathematics, or that like everyone is going to love it. Certainly not. Everyone has their own preferences, but for me, it is a very beautiful connection between theory and application. Oh! Well, I'm glad I got hit. Oh. Oh well. I shouldn't have spoken. It's just a very, very nice intersection of topics, really. And it's, in my... In my experience, it was the first math class where abstract theory in math really started making sense. Yeah, health. Is that close enough? Good, it is. Health and slight damage. But, again, it's just pretty neat. I'm gonna probably repeat myself a whole bunch today, and it's gonna be weird and embarrassing. And that's okay. If one of these turns out to be Gulp, I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, I know the one on the right isn't. It's Tears Up, right? Maybe I should get a second bomb. Sure, what is it? Oh, well, you know, I still got a Tears Up out of that, technically. I am tempted to find Gulp, even though I already passed up the opportunity. I'm tempted. Anyway, most students either don't like it because the initial chapter or two of linear algebra is all about, you know, arithmetic operations. You know, you learn basic Gaussian elimination, and that's all you do forever. It feels like. Although it's not true. You do more things than just that. Sure. Hey, buddy. And I'll save my money. But by the end of it, or at least in terms of a standard American college level linear algebra course, you're doing diagonalizations, which is a very fascinating subject, although it certainly requires a ton of arithmetic work in order to actually compute those by hand. But again, you very clearly see the properties of these matrices, these very abstract concepts sort of come to life. And for me, that was a real inlet into appreciating all of math. It made me then, after the fact, once I needed to use calculus, appreciate calculus a lot more. I was able to understand various theorems and properties a lot better because of it, because again, I think it's a great combination of practical and abstract without going too hard into the abstract either, because personally, I struggled a bit with the one abstract actually, I took two, didn't I? I took two abstract algebra classes and was confused at points. And I'm envious a little bit of people that aren't. Just a little bit. Okay, you're just... Oh, alright. Sure. Keep giving me stuff. Let's see. Oh, more free money. And... I mean... I could take that and maybe get spun. I don't really need it for this character, so I'll continue. Oh, good. I was just thinking about the fact that I had an extra key. Bombs. All right. Now what do we have? Uh-huh. Great. Fantastic. Oh, the leech. No, this is my charge. My charge. Well, now I have more bombs. And what can we get from re-rolling? I'll take some cheap mom items. That sounds fine. Okay. Damage down, luck down, everything else up. That wasn't great, but we'll continue. Oh, I have a heart empty now. Huh. I'll fix that later. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, did my leech get him? That'd be amazing if so. Anyway, I'm real passionate about linear algebra. I use it a lot still, actually. And again, it is very useful in any sort of computer program or simulation. You're typically doing something in parallel, and it's pretty useful to understand some abstract properties of some of the objects you're working with. It lends itself to a lot of pretty neat shortcuts at times. But it's not everyone's cup of tea either. Some people are allergic to math in general. I found it's very sad to see, but it does seem to be somewhat hereditary from what I can tell. But yeah, in those cases, there's just there's not a whole lot I can do for the person, as much as I'd like to. There, okay. I was wondering which one I was fighting, the healthy one or the unhealthy one. Another angel room. Okay, wow. I'm gonna get conjoined soon, aren't I? Let's see. I could take that. I don't have anything luck-based, do I? No, I have Loki's horns, but who cares about that item? I'll just continue. We'll see. I hope some of my passion for abstract math, linear algebra specifically, is able to rub off on people, but if it doesn't, I understand too. Oh. Cool, thanks. No, thank you. That sounds awful. Come on, come on, come on. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that too. Another one, okay. Please give me an item. No, 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 no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My struggle for gulp. And yet it appears here, of all places. Give me some health so I can get some red in my bar. Thank you. Arrow walk. That would be pretty good if this was greedier mode. Hey, finally! I am going to... Let's see, do I want 2? I mean, that's pretty good projectile protection. But... yeah, I'll keep it at 2. I'll keep it at 2. I can't believe Gulp finally appeared. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, I feel so ashamed. The devil. But let's get this show on the road. Whoa, thank you. Anyway, yeah, today's been kind of a nothing episode, hasn't it? But I don't know. I'm passionate about a topic. I wanted to talk about it at least a little bit. I know I'm doing something weird here because I'm talking about college level math course and then explaining it in not college level math terms because I want it to be more broadly appreciated, so it's weird. Oh, I have 99. I should stop taking money. But you shouldn't take money either. Good. Good. Just checking. And then we get the boss. And I'm gonna hold off on using the book just for the moment. Anyway, I've alluded to this before, but I have, whoa, buddy. I have tutored and even taught college level linear algebra before, as a substitute anyway. Get out here. Oh, there we are. And I've loved it, and I've had a passion for it, and the students are able to see that too, because a lot of times I've been told that I'm better than their usual professors. Oh! Yeah, I'll take this. And you. Oh, no Leviathan? Oh, that's okay. And I'll take the 1 penny. And that is what? 14. So, let me take this. I'm tempted to just get... Oh, wow, okay. Don't want this... I don't want to lose my Book of Belial, but I do have the Devil card. I have enough damage already, don't I? Let's do it. The battery and notched axe. Oh, and Lil Baggy. Right. Well, I still have Aerowalk. I didn't realize that stuck around. Huh. Weird. I guess because it's a Magic the Gathering card reference? Speed down, okay, sure. Come on, where is the secret room? Does this not even break through the secret room? I don't remember. Maybe it doesn't. They completely revamped this item a while ago. Oh, so I don't remember what it actually does anymore. How it works, rather. So that is 9, meaning I can get you. 5 cents is not bad. But I'll re-roll. Blue map is worthless. You are also worthless, D10. Hey! Conjoined! Wonderful, okay. And now we continue. Now, I believe, I am something like 82 cents away from unlocking greedier mode, so this is quite possibly the final time I will play regular greed mode. Of course, we have a ways to go before the Keeper is unlocked. Ah, beautiful. But, yeah, sorry if this episode comes as a bit of a disappointment to people, in case you were hoping for something well-researched. Rest assured, I am pretty good at linear algebra. I've taken a few years of it. Again, I do actually use it too, shockingly enough. But I love instilling passion into math into people who, in my opinion, often suffer from poor math teachers in their past, and so no one really understands the importance of math or its usefulness either. Granted, I haven't talked a whole lot about direct uses for linear algebra either, so maybe I'll just summarize that as inverse problems of all magnitudes tend to use linear algebra, as well as vector calculus, of course. Anything in 2 or 3D, almost certainly, well, maybe not always 2D, but everything certainly in 3D ends up using linear algebra in some regard. Let's take care of these. There we go. So, again, maybe still not that... Oh. Okay, I lost 1 penny. Maybe still it's not that concrete to you, how it's useful, but trust me when I say it's pretty neat. And let's see how much we can donate. I was wondering when I'd unlock Judas's Shadow. No, I've played this game so much that I don't actually remember when certain items are unlocked, or by which characters. And there we have it, greedier mode, and it breaks. Of course. Of course. Right when I had all of this extra money lying around. Ugh, that upsets me. Oh well, greedier mode unlocked, which is what we will be doing from now on, Die Spider. So again, I will be experimenting a bit with the upload times for this episode, maybe the rest moving forwards. I don't know, I'll see. Stop it. There we are. Again, I'm doing this series just because I want to, not because I'm necessarily trying to build an audience, but it'd be nice to build one anyways, so we'll see if a different time of day catches more views. But also, be prepared for a more interesting subject tomorrow as I try to balance topics that are both fascinating and scientific and ones that are religious, because both of those are sort of where I think this series is going. But a little bit of math sprinkled in here and there I don't think is a bad thing. It's like eating your vegetables, okay? It's good for you. It'll help you grow. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you were educated and entertained, and I will see you later. Take care.